Shalom, shalom, Yasharallah. Start by giving all glory, honor, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who gave millstone and teach and move well. Peace and salutations be to the Lord elect. Brother Tazwan coming at you from the prophets in Babylon, camp here in Tampa, Florida. This lesson is going to be going into the death and murdering of Charlie Kirk, which just happened today. Only hours ago, this just happened. He was shot at a rally. Okay, and this was Trump's boy. This was Trump's man. All right. He was an advocate for Trump. You know, speaking at these rallies and supporting Trump's views and ways. Okay. Now, let's grab it. It says Charlie Kirk, American political activist and author. Okay. Charlie James Kirk is an American right-wing political activist, author, and media personality. He co-founded the conservation organization Turning Point USA in 2012, for which he serves as executive director. All right. This is following the stabbing of some Ukrainian woman on a bus. Okay, and you had the president talking about it. Okay, so these things are blowing up. All right, I just did a lesson yesterday. It should be posted today about these Edomites asking for help. We need a hero, saying we need a hero. Somebody got to step up, and even proceeding to call upon Jake for help. All right, now these people have been put through the ringer economically. All right, politically. These people are tired. So here it is. You have it now. Are these activists and spokesmen? They're gonna be afraid to start speaking up in public, to speak at rallies. Okay, what's to come of this? Who knows? Anything could happen to this point, man. All right, Trump can retaliate heavy because of crime, because of murdering. All right, this might be that last straw, that last tick before the bomb goes boom, man. Okay, but this man was put down, and really, the whole the reason I want to go into this lesson is because you had people that was actually all for it. You had people that was thanking the Lord for this dude's passing, and you had people that was sad about it. Okay, which is the right wing and the left wing. You had the left wing that was probably praising and talking about they manifested this to happen, and they're so happy. And you had the right wing who was sad about it, that was upset. They felt like they lost a part of themselves. Okay, but the whole point is this nation is divided. Okay, this whole nation is divided. So let's get into it with the GNT. Let's get into it with the GNT. 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. Second Ezra chapter 15 and the GNT. We'll start at verse 14. It says, "The world and the people that are in it are doomed." Okay, so this world, okay, and the people that are in this world are doomed. Okay, why is that? Because look at the things that is happening around us. Great death and destruction arising. Killings, murderings, shootings. You just had a shootout at another school. Okay, I don't know if that was today, yesterday. But they just had a shooting at a school, and 3 people got injured. Okay, from the update that I've seen, don't know if there's any deaths yet, but you see how the number of deaths are increasing by murdering alone. Here it is. Trump's pushing this whole narrative that people that are murdering, that people that murder in Washington D.C. deserve capital punishment, which is public execution or executions, like you know, which Trump wants to do public executions. We know that. But here it is. Trump is talking about bringing down the crime rates, and you got more people getting killed. And this one was a big one. Okay, a right-wing activist was killed. Somebody that had value to these Edomites' system was killed just now. Assassinated, you should say. You know? And Trump talking about pray for him. All right. So there should be an announcement coming out soon about it. We'll see what he really feels about it, what he really want to say. But this guy was just put down, and these people are rejoicing, and then you got people that are mourning because of it. That just goes to show you that America is greatly divided, and also these people are tired. All right, they're about to start taking action into their own hands at this point, because like the scriptures say, for very lack of bread, for very thirst of water, these people are going to start taking actions into their own hands, man. These people thirsty and hungry, and these tariffs ain't making anything better. It says, the war that will bring their destruction is very near. Nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations. There will be great political turmoil, with one group trying to overpower another and gain control. Okay, but you got right wing trying to overpower the left wing, but you also got these different nations trying to overpower each other, trying to beat each other in AI races, in the race for the next world currency, the new world leaders. Who's going to establish a new world order first through technology? Okay, these nations are trying to overpower each other. You got a division within the country, which the scriptures say you're going to grab it. Okay, a house divided shall not stand. Okay, which the house of America is greatly divided. But let's finish this up. It says there will be great political turmoil, with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. Okay, it says there will no longer be free access to the cities. All right, which I said it in my lesson yesterday. I'll say it again. But I saw a vision a few days ago where you ain't have free access into the cities. You got to sneak around. All right, the whole dream I was sneaking and sneaking from city to city to look for my brother that I had lost to the troops. And while moving throughout this dream, I was observing I was observing the condition of the world, the condition of America. All right. And it was Trump was literally sending the troops into these cities and states, claiming to bring the crime rate down, but really he was enforcing the NWO, the New World Order, bringing out the CHIP. So these two instances could have been staged. These things you got to consider that these things also could have been staged to further the elite's agenda. Okay. These things don't happen for no reason. They say they caught the killer. Turns out whole time that wasn't the killer. It was some old man. And now they're saying this isn't even the killer, and the killer is still on the loose. So who knows where they'll go with this, how they'll narrate it, what kind of picture they'll paint using this. But they got so much leverage now just by this alone. Who knows what they're going to do next? All right, they had leverage from the Jake killing the Ukrainian Edomite woman on the train. And then now you got more leverage today, okay, with this with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, man. Okay, which I saw a video of it take place. He got shot right in the jugular. There's no way he was going to survive that. As soon as it happened, they're talking about he's stabilized now. There's no way you stabilize that wound. Okay, he had to die on the spot. When you get hit in the jugular, you lose too much blood way too fast. There's no coming back from that. Okay, unless there's a miracle. Okay. Which they was talking about he was stabilized, talking about miracles do happen, and then they pronounced later that he actually died. It says there will no longer be free access to the cities. This devil's going to shut down these cities, man, because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live. All right, so that destruction for power, that struggle for power is going to bring a lot of chaos. So, driven by famine and terrible suffering. Okay, Charlie Kirk may have been his assassination may have been driven by famine and terrible suffering. All right, just a light form of it, because we ain't really hit the depths of famine and terrible suffering like the scriptures spoke that we should hit in, that we will hit. Okay, we ain't really get that deep into it yet. It says, driven by famine and terrible suffering, people will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions. So these people, it's going to get to a point where it's so bad that these people are going to assault each other. They ain't no longer going to be only targeting the government. They're going to be targeting each other right next to each other. Your next door neighbor. You got food? I need that, nigga. Okay, it says, and mercilessly plunder their possessions. So then they're going to attack each other to take each other's food and medicine and water. Okay. It's no longer going to be love and peace. You also got this scripture here that says, matter of fact, I'll grab it in the GNT. 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, and the GNT. We'll start at verse, that's all we know. That's all we need is verse 2. Wickedness will increase until it has become worse than you have ever known it to be. Okay, so wickedness is just going to increase. Okay? It's only going to increase. It's getting worse and worse. That's why people are starting to kill each other publicly. It's going to get to a point where people ain't going to be able to gather together no more, because somebody going to die in every gathering, if not multiple. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right, this iniquity is abounding because iniquity is adding upon itself. Because iniquity is adding upon itself. People gonna grow cold for each other. People ain't gonna really think about each other. They're gonna think about themselves and their own bellies, and they're gonna be selfish. Ain't gonna be no more, have you eaten? Are you hungry? No, it's gonna be what you got. If you ain't got nothing, I'm gonna eat you. And that's just how bad and terrible the time is gonna get. Okay. So again, this is nothing. This is just the tip of the iceberg, the things that you're seeing now. All right, scripture says the beginning of sorrows. We only in the beginning of sorrows. Okay, we still got to see what the Lord has in store for this place. Okay, we ain't seen nothing yet. Mark 3:25 says, if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So America is divided against itself, therefore it's collapsing. And as you see, America is collapsing. The economy is collapsing. Okay, the jobs. Okay, these jobs are collapsing. People losing their jobs. People getting fired because of tariffs. All right, people's houses are collapsing. All right, and not literally, but structurally. The family, the order of the family is collapsing. All right, because these people are struggling. Okay. And they're about to start taking matters into their own hands and start chasing Trump down in the streets, just like they did that the Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, okay, or the king of Sri Lanka, and they was having a party in his mansion, swimming in his pool and shit. All right, because he mistreated the people, and now we have Jake being mistreated. I mean, Edomites being mistreated here in America. You see they're starting to take matters into their own hands. They may even end up banning gun are taking away the guns from the American people, so they have no way to defend themselves, or things like that won't happen again. Okay, these rallies may be more secure now, if they even have rallies anymore. All right, but I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next, man. You know, this is Bella Tazawan from the Prophets in Babylon camp. I truly hope this lesson was edifying to you. I cannot walk through listening to truth and sincerity. Once again, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Until next time, I say, HALAL, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Shalom.